Hey everyone, we are back with our Facebook Live videos. I have had a little delay in getting back online, but life got in the way for a little bit, so trying to get back in the swing of things. And I thought it was a perfect time to talk about stress. As my family will tell you, I'm preaching to the choir here, so y'all come along with me on this ride so we can talk about some ways to handle holiday stress this year. Lots of things going on when it's time for Christmas, right? There's church events, family events, get-togethers, work parties, potlucks, Christmas shopping, finances, how are we going to get the presents? It's kind of a hodgepodge of things that in some ways are unique to this time of year, and they can be so stressful. And not all of us do as good a job as others as handling that stress. So I wanted to go through a few things that you might consider doing, and we'd love to be able to help. First and foremost, it's the reason for the season. So remember why we celebrate Christmas. Even if you don't believe in this faith or that faith, even if you don't have a specific faith to believe in, it is a time of the year where we should give to each other. Not necessarily give gifts, not necessarily spend money, but give of ourselves. So whatever your background is, just remember to focus on that and not the details, and hopefully that will help a little bit. Easier said than done, totally understand, but something that we should all remember. Another thing to think about is hydrate. Sounds silly, but you have got to drink water. It's getting cold outside. It's turning cold tonight. We are drinking way too much caffeine to stay awake to do all these trips and shopping and family events. We're not eating right. We're eating on the go a lot. And the more dehydrated that you get, the more sluggish you feel, tired, not sleeping well, skin gets dry. You sort of get this whole constellation of things that really bother you, and they're subtle. So you don't always recognize that part of the thing is you're not drinking enough water. So just remember, keep hydrated. Eat right. Hard to do in the holidays, but it's okay to indulge. There's certain foods that we only eat once a year, mom's dressing or, grandma's favorite pie. Have a little, don't overindulge. We all don't want to have that regret come January, although if you do, we're going to talk about that as well. But try to make sure you take care of yourself, because self-care is the most important thing. You can't make this holiday better for anyone if you aren't taking care of yourself. So again, preaching to the choir, but wanted to point that out because that's something we forget about. I have a couple products I wanted to point out to you, and I have used some of these products. I have patients who've used some of these products, and I will tell you from personal experience that they can really genuinely help you. So one thing I want to talk about is that anxiety level that we all feel. Sometimes it's just constantly sort of churning in the background, and even when you're doing something else, you still have that sort of swell of just anxiety that you feel. So I have a couple things I want to show you that might be something to consider, whether it's about the holidays or whether it's about life in general. We all have stressors, finances, work-related things, relationship-related things. A lot of times those are not in our control. So sometimes you just need a little thing to kind of help calm things down, but you really want to do it in a healthy way. There are a lot of medications out there, and patients often request some nerve pills. I'm not a fan. I don't want to prescribe something to you that A, is addictive, and B, you can become dependent on psychologically as a crutch to help you get through. Let's find a healthier way to deal with that level of stress. So one product I've mentioned before is Relax Max. This is a product by Zymogen. It's a wonderful company and a great product. This is a combination of amino acids and neurotransmitters that are designed to sort of bring things down a notch. It's a healthy way, a supplement-based, non-prescription way to sort of manage that stress level by just taking the edge off, helping you take a deep breath, letting you know that things are going to be okay, you're going to get through, but in a way that will allow you to manage what you need to do. Busy mom, got to get the kids, got to get through whatever, single dad, working parents that you're just stressed all the time. It's a great solution. It can be taken whenever you want, up to twice a day, but you don't have to take it every day. So anyone who's sort of concerned about, hey, I need something like that, but I don't want to be on something I take every day, you don't have to take this every day. It comes in a couple different flavors. You can mix it in water or juice depending on the flavor, and you just take it when you need it. But it's a great way to take the edge off. Another product that's similar and has some of the same ingredients is called Mood Food. Also a Zymogen product, and you can tell the lighting is not very good in my office right here. But I wanted to get the beautiful Christmas tree in the shot, so we had to kind of move things around. Mood Food is a similar product, does the same thing, can be taken every day, doesn't have to be. For patients who feel like they're stressed out on a regular basis, maybe they're going through a situation where they feel like for the next several months it's just going to be what it is, and they can't make any changes about that. This is a great product that can be taken as well. It comes in a capsule form, so there's no taste issue. You don't have to mix it in anything. And again, you can take it as needed or you can take it every day, but it again just balances everything out and kind of helps you deal with those stresses. Another thing that's sort of new to me, and honestly I'd never experienced this, never tried it before, sort of got desperate and thought I'd give it a shot because what did we have to lose, is essential oils. Now some of you out there are probably absolute essential oil converts and you're thinking, why did it take you so long, Dr. Willis? I don't know. I didn't know anyone who used them. I didn't have any experience with them, but my husband and I started a few months ago using essential oils because we just are stressed out people, preaching to the choir, and we don't sleep well. You know, we go to bed and this is running through my head, his head, and then the 4-year-old wakes us up in the middle of the night, crawls into bed with us sometimes too. So our sleep pattern was just abysmal. It was terrible. Exhausted all the time, doing everything we could, supplements, you know, trying everything we could do to feel more rested, and at the end of the day, we were exhausted. So I thought, I'm going to order an essential oil, put it in the diffuser, set it by the bed, and try it. We found a great company that carries essential oils for an affordable price I'll talk to you about in a second, but I thought, it's not that much money, let's just give it a shot. I haven't slept that well in years. I'm a convert. I was an immediate convert, and now I think my family's tired of hearing me talk about essential oils. We use a sleep essential oil every night before we go to bed. We diffuse this essential oil in a diffuser, and then we put a drop on each of our pillows. It gets us rested. We feel more relaxed when we wake up in the morning, and in general, I'm just a huge convert. So I've recently gone on a little shopping spree and bought several essential oils, again, very affordable, for a number of things. So we're trying them out in my family. The ones I've already used so far, I'm completely convinced on. I've been talking to patients about them. Essential oils are something that are oils, for those of you who don't know, are derived from plants. And we're all familiar with certain things like peppermint, wintergreen, lavender. Those are all essential oils. We just don't necessarily know that. We hear them in bath soaps and body products and gum and breath mints, but we don't actually realize that for thousands of years essential oils have been used in medicine for things like sleep disorders, anxiety, all kinds of things. So in light of our stress conversation, I want to talk to you about one of my new recent purchases. I'm again a convert. This product is from a company called Eden's Garden. This is called Stress Relief. And you'll notice that this actually comes in a roller ball. And you just put it on your wrist, anywhere, whenever you're feeling stressed out. It could kind of go under your nose so that you can smell it. You could sort of wear it on your neck, whatever you think is appropriate. And it's got a pleasant, very pleasant floral / citrusy scent to it, and it really does calm you down. Today was my test case. I'm super stressed right now and thought I would try this a little bit, and honestly the day has been good. It's gone very well. It has a great smell, and they design it in a roller ball so that you can carry it around, use it anytime. Sorry, there's a little pop up there. Use it anytime you want to. I'm going to keep it in my purse and use it a lot at work. But they sell it as its own oil, and then they also sell it in this way where you can actually put it on anytime you need it. So edensgarden.com, this is a company that does direct selling to the consumer. There are a lot of companies out there, and a lot of people are sort of a fan favorite of certain ones. Absolutely go with whichever one you like. I chose this one because prices were less expensive, and I wanted something that was affordable for patients and myself. They have a great reputation. They are the #1 ranked non-mid-level marketing company out there. Their delivery time is usually pretty awesome. I think they're a little bit bogged down in the holiday season, but they have some great deals. They're doing the 25 days of Christmas right now, so they are doing a daily special, so you can get some phenomenal deals right now. And they're small sizes of essential oils. Like here's another one that we have here. This small size is a 5 ml size, and depending on how many drops you use, whether you diffuse it or whether you're mixing your own oil, this could last you a month. This is about $6 to $7 in general. Some formulas are a little bit more expensive, but this small, I mean, it's a trial size essentially. You can't lose if you're going to do $6, $7 and maybe even free shipping during the holidays. You have nothing to lose on this. So definitely check out edensgarden.com. Love, love, love them. Their website is so informative. They'll actually send you a little pamphlet with every delivery with different ways that you can use essential oils. And on their website, every essential oil they have, they tell you how to mix it, what concentration, what you need to do that, how to diffuse it. Everything is there on the website. So absolutely go check them out. Love this company. Another thing I wanted to talk about in terms of fatigue and stress is the effect that it has on your adrenal glands. And a lot of people have heard the catchphrase adrenal fatigue. And for a long time in traditional medicine, it really hasn't been something that we were ever taught. And quite frankly, not even something that people had a lot of validity in. But it's a thing. It's always been a thing. It's just not something that's taught to us in what we call traditional or allopathic medicine. Adrenal fatigue talks about your adrenal glands. They're little glands. They sit on top of your kidneys, and they have several functions, but one of their primary functions is what we call the fight or flight response. You know, I'm in the middle of the woods, I'm running away from a bear, or a robber is coming after me, I'm running for my life, essentially. You put out all kinds of hormones when you're dealing with that kind of stress. You're putting out cortisone hormones, you're doing a whole bunch of other adrenal hormones, and the goal of those hormones is to put your body into overdrive. Adrenaline, cortisone, absolutely get you able to run as fast as you can, you know, get away from the bear, the people who a car falls on them and some neighbor literally comes up and picks up the car. It's because their hormones are pumping from those adrenal glands, really helping them deal with that very stressful situation. Unfortunately, we all live in a 24/7 society right now. We are on our phone. Everything is going full speed ahead 24/7. You're never away from your email, your phone. There are expectations. You know, we have 24-hour customer support because they know people are up at 2 o'clock in the morning when they shouldn't be trying to find out why they can't get their password to work on Netflix. I mean, it's crazy, but we live in a constant go, go, go society. And unfortunately, part of what happens is those adrenal glands are going 24/7 and they run out of steam. So that if you're always stressed out, which a lot of us are, jobs, family, finances, your adrenals are kind of bone dry. They don't have much to give you. So if they're always churning out all these hormones and then something does happen to you, something very bad, stressful happens to you, a death in the family or a job loss or a relationship change, a sick child, maybe you get sick and your body has nothing left, it has no resource left to fight that. It's very hard. A lot of us experience adrenal fatigue in a number of ways. One of the more subtle ones, though, is actual fatigue. It's sort of like you've kicked your adrenals to the point that they just can't work anymore, and you're exhausted because you don't have any of those hormones left to help you boost that energy level. And you'll get your thyroid checked, and it'll be normal. And you'll get all the rest of your labs checked, and it'll be normal. And I've been the doctor to tell the patient, everything looks normal. But there's a real phenomenon about those adrenal glands shutting down, and mostly shutting down, and not being able to help you with those stressful events. So there are a number of products on the market. One of them I wanted to show you today is called Adrenal. This is from RLC Labs, I'm sorry. This is the company that also produces Nature Throid and WP Thyroid, some of the more natural, non-synthetic versions of thyroid hormone. This is a supplement. It can be purchased in a physician's office. We carry it in stock here all the time. It's fantastic. It replenishes with a number of herbals, and I'll just read you a few. One of the most important ones is rhodiola, which is always very prominently known to be deficient in patients with adrenal fatigue. It has a little L-theanine for stress relief and relaxation, which is also in the Relax Max and the Mood Food that we talked about earlier. It also contains several other things as well. It's got some adrenal tissue in it as well. So this whole combination of products is a wonderful way to try to get those adrenal glands going. I was exhausted all the time. I had cut back on caffeine. I'd actually eliminated it. I was drinking water all day long, and I would still literally hit a wall after lunch every day. And even after, trying to make some sleep adjustments before I found my essential oils, it made no difference. So I cut out carbs at lunch. I thought that will help. And it did help, but I was still really tired. And this was recommended to me by someone. And again, I thought, I can't really use, and I'm going to be my own guinea pig. I'm going to give you my actual experience so that I can share that with you. It's not just me sort of telling you the product of the week. If it's something that I can try that's relevant to me or my family, I'm going to pass that along to you, because I think that means a lot more than just me reading you some study or telling you, here's a supplement, just take this. So this says 2 capsules twice a day. Let me tell you, I can generally do 1 capsule once a day. On a really bad day, if my son has kept us up late at night, I can do 2 capsules once a day. But the one and only time I tried 2 capsules, like 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, I promise you, I did not sleep all night. And in general, if I take this 1 capsule once a day, I am good all day long. I'm not exhausted. I'm not sitting back in my office yawning in between patients. I am good until about 8 o'clock at night. This stuff works so well. And most of us have adrenal fatigue. So if this is something that you think could benefit you, come in, let's make an appointment, let's talk about it. Let's make sure we're not missing anything else, a thyroid disorder or an autoimmune disorder. But if it's just straight stress and fatigue, I really want you to consider this product. This is phenomenal. I guess my last piece of advice would be, try to take care of yourself. Let's make sure that you and your family are healthy and happy this year. And if you've got some health concerns, if there's anything that you think we can do for you, come in, let's talk about it. For our upcoming New Year's season, we've got a few things. We're going to be trying to plan another Saturday mammogram event at Premier Radiology. That was a phenomenal success the last time we did it back in October, and we're trying to make it bigger and better this time and maybe incorporate some other people. If you missed that event, Premier Radiology is going to do a Saturday mammogram event for our patients only, and they'll have breakfast and chair massages and free t-shirts, and it's a great event. It gets you your preventive care updated. We get all that stuff checked out, and you have a little fun in the meantime. So stay tuned for that. I'll give you updates as soon as we have a date finalized and all the details. The other thing I wanted to let you know in talking about New Year's and resolutions and things is we have officially rolled out our functional medicine weight loss program here. So I'm going to do another video coming up about more details on that, but it is essentially a non-prescription supplement-based weight loss program. It's a combination of things. It includes a detox at the beginning, a very healthy core food plan that is it's not rocket science, but it helps to have something to give you a guide. We also have a probiotic that helps shift the bacterial balance in your gut to one of fat burning instead of fat storage. And it also helps with appetite. And then finally, it also includes a series of B12 injections that also have some amino acids mixed in that are very helpful, again, to give you some energy and help you shift that over to a little bit more fat burning. No diet plan is a miracle. You've got to put the work in, you have to do the exercise, you have to eat right. But if we've got some things along the way that can help, we definitely want to do that. So stay tuned for another upcoming video, because we'll be talking in depth about that and sort of show you the products that we have. And just remember, have a wonderful Merry Christmas and take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.